9-month pregnant woman stood in front of the mirror. The rapid spread of freckles from pregnancy hormones had thrown her into a spiral of anxiety. Luckily, her thoughtful husband knew she couldn't eat spicy food right now, so he secretly went downstairs and ate a bowl of extra spicy noodles. Then he packed 2 bowls of mild noodles before heading back home. Even if his stomach was stuffed and uncomfortable, he still patiently sat down to keep his wife company for another bowl. After his wife finished eating, he helped her over to the couch and massaged her swollen calves. Then his wife mentioned she wanted an apple. He didn't mind at all and did it anyway. But when he walked out carrying the fruit plate, he found his wife had already fallen asleep. He knew how rare it was for a pregnant woman to get good sleep, so he lay down on the couch with his wife. But this guy, who seemed like such a perfect husband on the surface, was always meticulous about small things but messed up the big ones. One day, the wife's water suddenly broke. The moment the man got the news, he rushed to the hospital. But when he learned the baby still wouldn't arrive for a while, he started getting restless. Coincidentally, a call came in. His boss needed him to handle an urgent work issue. Hearing this, his wife was very understanding. She told him to go back and deal with it. But who would have thought her husband actually left, and his wife had no idea. After finishing his work, the husband didn't rush back to the hospital. Instead, he went back home. He cracked open a beer from the fridge and sat down to watch a soccer match, trying to blow off the stress of the day. Who could have guessed that after one night, his wife in the hospital was about to give birth? But the man was still passed out from drinking too much. It wasn't until a shrill ringtone went off that he was jolted awake. The woman was about to be wheeled into the delivery room. This is the most terrifying moment in any woman's life, and her husband wasn't there beside her. Inside the delivery room, the woman pushed with all her might. She endured the excruciating pain, giving it her all with each contraction, and finally birthed the baby. Only then did the husband arrive late. But the first thing he did wasn't go see his wife. He took the placenta instead. Turns out, on his way to the hospital, his mother had repeatedly instructed him to make sure he brought the placenta back. He was going to stew it to nourish his youngest son. When the wife was wheeled out, she found the waiting room empty. The nurses had no choice but to push her into the ward, muttering that the woman's husband was unreliable, disappearing right after his wife had just suffered so much. Soon, the wife was pushed back to her room. Even her friend had arrived, but there was still no sign of her husband. Turns out, after dropping off the placenta, the man returned to the delivery room door. It was only when a friend called him that he realized his wife had already come out. The husband was the last to arrive after his wife gave birth. But the first thing he said upon entering the ward was complaining about a weird smell. Hearing this, the wife's face instantly changed color. Turns out, after giving birth, women lose control of their bladder and bowels. At that moment, the husband hadn't even realized what was happening. It was only after his father-in-law reminded him that he walked back into the room. Who would have thought that the moment she saw him enter, the wife couldn't help but break down? But in the end, she could only ask her husband to help her clean up. Seeing the disgusted look on her husband's face during the process, the wife felt utterly ashamed. After her husband went out, he washed his hands with sanitizer for a long time, but he forgot that everyone else had the right to be disgusted except him. Soon,